What's good, y'all? It's O.D.D.I.T.Y. Welcome to another episode of The Craft, where I talk all things hip-hop, but particularly the craft of hip-hop and what it takes to become a better rapper and ultimately strive for greatness within the genre. If if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. It really helps these videos pop up for other people who may be interested in the type of content that I create. As you're listening through the different episodes, or if you've checked out my music, be sure to hit like, share videos, leave comments. I reply to every single comment that is posted on my channel, so I look forward to hearing what you got to say, and let's get into it.
For the cash, others do it for the passion. Is you working on your craft? Is you really about that action? The craft. Welcome.
As hip-hop artists, you would kind of drive yourself crazy if you didn't celebrate those small successes along the way to your ultimate goal. And whatever that ultimate goal is, it's going to take small successes or else the burnout occurs. And small successes vary. I mean, from artist to artist, examples could be like, for an artist starting out, I got to perform at an open mic, or from there, I got my own show in a local show, or from there, I got to open for a national act that was in my city, or from there, I went on tour with that national act. It could be I recorded a song with a pretty big name producer, or I have a big name artist on a song with me. Any of those are the small successes that a lot of independent artists see from persistence and working hard. And what I want to talk about is not allowing those successes to define your work ethic and to allow you to get into a place of complacency, because stagnancy, complacency, those are the enemies of artists, particularly nowadays with how flooded the music and creation industry is. And stagnancy is essentially drowning. If you aren't keeping that same drive and that same work ethic, you will be left behind and you will lose momentum. And momentum is the key nowadays. Content, material, staying in front of people. And so as you get those successes, that's helping you stay in front of people, and that's expanding your audience. So the last thing that I would suggest you do when you reach those small successes and milestones is to overly relish in those. My advice would be, you build a plan to reach a success, correct? You should have 1, 2, 3 more steps after that, because you should assume that you are going to get to that milestone, and you don't want to be at that milestone and plateau and be stuck there for a while because you don't have a plan to get to the next milestone. So map out 2, 3 small successes and goals ahead of time, and once you hit one, map out one further ahead, so you're always 2 or 3 steps mapped out in terms of your goals and how you're going to get there. I've seen artists who get these small successes become overly complacent because they feel like they've made it. They feel like, yeah, I got a feature with so-and-so, or I went on tour with so-and-so, I made it. And a year later, they're in the same place, if not below where they were, because they lost that drive and that mentality that got them that opportunity and got them that success. My personal testimony is back in April, releasing a song called Peace of Mind with Mick Jenkins. And I could have easily just thought in my head, I made it. I've done a song with this really dope, internationally known rap artist. People should just fuck with me because of that, and people should just know who I am. And that's not how it works. That's a small success in my career that has gained me new fans and new avenues, but that actually drove me to work even harder, because I reached a milestone that I set out to do, and if I could do that, I can do anything. So my advice is just hit those successes, but have a plan to reach the next one, and don't become complacent. So as always, I appreciate you guys for tuning into The Craft. I'm O.D.D.I.T.Y. If you haven't, while you watch this video, hit subscribe. Go check out my other content so you You know, I talk a lot about my experiences, and the reason that I wanted to put these podcasts on a channel with my music is so that you can see firsthand, you can see my catalog, you can see my videos, you can see the growth. I'm not just saying this to say it, this is what's working for me, and it may not work for you, but I want to share my advice anyway. So thank you all, and we'll see you next week.